What's up, everybody? It is Wednesday night, and it's time for Super Geeked Up. What was that? Is that a Bill and Ted?
Intro. That's the intro song.
Oh, thank you. Yes, you're playing the intro that we normally play. Thank you. Hey, folks. Welcome to Super Geeked Up. My name is Jeff. This is your live weekly geeky pop culture show. We like to talk fun, geeky chat and play geek-themed improv games. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host from Sincere Sarcasm, Francis Fernandez.
Hello, everyone. It's so good to be here. Totally.
Whoa, that was a good impersonation. Hey, everybody. So we are going to be talking, well, kind of a little bit Bill and Ted themed. Don't worry, I already saw in the chat before the show, people were asking about no spoilers. I actually even haven't seen the movie. I cannot spoil it for you.
I haven't seen it either, so
we cannot spoil it.
Yeah, it's impossible.
But so we're just kind of theming it today. Thank you guys. There was a bunch of you in the chat. Appreciate it. Scorpio, Lister's Mate, Jalu, Victor, Fauxshot. You might know, folks, we got a whole new setup here. Like, we're streaming through a thing called StreamYard, which I'm sure you see on your screen there. This is something when the American Sci-Fi Fantasy Media Track they used for their streams. I was on one of their panels, and I was also interviewed on it. I thought this was really cool. This to get it to work, so there's a lot of cool stuff. I like it a little simpler too. So this is what we're gonna try doing from now on. Yeah. And Jalu said he had to reload it to get the stream. That's interesting.
Well, I mean,
all right. Okay. Well, as long as it's working.
As long as it's working. As long as it's here.
Everybody else, let me know. By the way, let us know what the hell the volume is, because we did have to do some adjustments beforehand. Let us know if either of us need to go up or down volume wise. We can adjust that. Or he can just eat the mic.
I can just eat the mic. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, Scorpio. That's right. Oh, look what else I can do, folks. This is a cool thing which I really like. Boom. Scorpio says, managed to pull myself away from Greedfall long enough to make it. So I have been talking about Greedfall to him for a long time privately. Oh. Greedfall is a really cool role-playing game. It's in the vein of a classic BioWare game like Dragon Age or Mass Effect. But it's set like kind of this Renaissance piratey type feel to the game.
Ooh, I like that
era, which is you normally don't see in role-playing games, actually, that era. And it's great. And I actually haven't finished. I got to get back to myself, but I've been talking to him about it, and he just started playing it recently, and he sent me a message like, "Oh, I'm so glad you told me about it." So I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. It's a great game.
I'm gonna have to look into this.
Yeah, Greedfall. It's called. It's like a more smaller studio, but it was out of PC initially, but it's actually out for. I know it's out for Xbox. I think it's also on PS4 now as well.
Very nice.
Probably.
Okay.
It's definitely at least Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
It says both of you are fine unless Francis decides to do a bad Chinese dub.
What are you?
Oh, like that? Maybe because our mouths were kind of off last week. I think
they were. Yeah, they were off. Yeah.
So hopefully, I think we are in sync this time.
Bye. No, different in sync. Okay, never mind.
Bye. Is that what you're doing? Bye. Yeah.
This is what you get, guys.
Yeah, I used bye in my first short film I ever did.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Oh, there you go.
Scorpio says, yeah, thanks again. Great recommendation. All right, dude.
Awesome.
Man. Glad you're enjoying it, man.
Yeah.
Victor says, what is the spell of the game? Oh, do you mean Greedfall? There is magic in Greedfall. You can do some magic stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm more of a... Well, I like it it's swords, but also like kind of flintlock type pistols, right? So I love that I can do a combination of sword play, but then also like I can shoot every so often too with my pistol or rifle. But I like a pistol, which is pretty, and the pistol's powerful too.
You weren't joking about the whole pirate theme then with the flintlock.
Yeah, you got the cool like Buccaneer type hats. You got the tricorn hats, yes.
I love it. I mean that's sort of thing. Yeah.
You got this. There's this whole race called the Knots, which are like these. They were raised a sea basically, and they have all these tattoos and stuff. It's really cool. And yeah, it's a cool game, man. The spelling of the game here, I'll put it in the chat for you folks. It's looking a little bit of a weird name, but Greedfall. Oh, look, I can do this.
No. I'm loving all the features. I
do. All right. We should actually start doing the show. We're just talking about all the features.
Yes, I know, right? We're like, hey, let's play with the toy for a little bit here. All right.
All right, folks. So our first super geeky question, Francis says that for us. That's how we like to kick it off.
Yeah. Doth mother know you're wearing her drapes? What fictional characters we're talking about here? What fictional characters would be the best and worst at performing Shakespeare? Now, we already know that Tony's with my doth mother know you weareth her drapes. That's Tony Stark in the original Avengers. So he obviously very good.
Wait, is that what he says in the
He
original?
says that to Thor when he meets him for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's such a weird line, but
so you feel Tony Stark would be good?
yeah. Well, it's funny because Thor original had
Thor
that
would be right. I actually feel like Thor, and particularly his father,
Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, but oh my God, what's the character's name? What's his
Odin.
Odin. Thank you, of course. Well, yes, because number one, it's Anthony Hopkins, right? And it's But you're right. All those characters, right? They spoke that kind of way already a little bit. Of course, then they had to make Thor, which I don't like. I know a lot of people love it. They had to make him like a bro dude.
Right. Yeah. They turned him into. He was so, he was Shakespearean originally, right? Like he was very. When you watch the original Avengers, Loki and him, they speak in a way that is just so melodic. And there's the scene where Thor is asking Loki, where's the Tesseract, or where's the Tesseract?
Tesseract, yeah.
Yeah, and he says, and then Loki responds, I hit it, I know not where. Like he says, I know not where. Like, oh, dude.
But he makes it work.
It's really good. I'm impressed. I
love that stuff, man. But also, you know what? Loki's a great choice too for Shakespeare. Yeah. But also because we know he loves plays because he put on a play when he was the fake Odin.
Yeah. He made his own play about him. That is true. To immortalize his contribution to the battle and all that good stuff. But yeah. No, I love it. I love that they picked those two actors because they are very good at it. They're very good at the whole Shakespeare thing. Yeah.
I do miss, man. I do. I know. I don't know. I don't like what they did with Thor at all. Like I wish they kept him the way he was, but
yeah.
All right. Anyway, I figured this one would come up. Jean-Luc Picard would be one of the best fictional characters to do Shakespeare. And as listener's mate says, Patrick Stewart is classically trained.
Yeah, he worked for the Royal Shakespeare Company. So,
which I have seen them actually in Stratford upon Avon in England.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, they're awesome. Shakespeare in Bane's voice would be great. Faux shot says. Go ahead.
What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east. And Juliet is the sun.
Well, that was good, man. You remember it. Nice job. That was a good quote.
Oh, man.
Victor Snyder, She-Hulk, good or bad? I am not sure.
That's a good question. Would She-Hulk?
I don't know. So She-Hulk often is a little bit more comedic, right? And does that fourth walls. Oh, but she breaks the fourth wall. And in Shakespeare, you do soliloquies to the audience often.
That's true.
So I think she would be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She would have to do more comedy. She couldn't do.
She could do like 12th Night, or the Comedy of Errors, or Midsummer Night's Dream, maybe, or something. That's not really as romantic, I guess. More.
She couldn't do the play that cannot be named.
We can name it. We're not putting on the performance right now.
Right. That's true.
Are we about to go do it right now?
Look, as a person who was a drama geek in high school, it's ingrained in me not to ever say the name of that play. Ever. Oh.
Nice. Scorpio says, well, Worf would be the best, of course. He could do Shakespeare in its original Klingon.
I am not a merry man.
Yes. And then Julu says, you haven't experienced true Shakespeare until you have heard it in Klingon, according to Star Trek 6, The Undiscovered Country.
I haven't seen Star Trek. That's the
that's so good, man. I love that one. That's the only one you haven't seen?
Yeah.
Oh, that one's good.
Yeah, because again, I always quote from 4, computer. But yeah, no, 6 has Christopher Lloyd as a Klingon, right? I want to see Christopher Lloyd.
It does.
I think in that.
And Michael. Oh my God. Michael Dorn, who plays Worf, plays like one of his like ancestors as a Klingon in 6.
Yeah, because isn't Star Trek: The Next Generation going on when 6 came out?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Oh, that's so great. I really got to watch 6. I got to watch 6.
Zendria, that's Sasha, says Hannibal Lecter would be, of course, again, Anthony Hopkins. So yes, we got a good Anthony Hopkins thing going on here. She also says Deadpool. I don't know. I'm not sure if that would be the best or worst because we asked best and worst actually.
Best?
Do you think so?
Well, look. Again, he has the power to bring Rick Moranis back into doing some type of on-screen thing.
Oh, Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
You're really obsessed with Rick Moranis doing that commercial.
Because he said he would never do.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he retired. He retired after his wife died, so he stopped going on screen, and then they brought him back. I think he's going to be in the new Ghostbusters too. But anyway.
Okay, cool. Listeners may say She-Hulk would be great until Deadpool showed up. He seemed to love to pester her in the sensational She-Hulk. And Jalou says the Beast is played by Kelsey Grammer. Hey, that's a good choice.
Niles. Yeah, that'd be.
Come on.
I can't do it. I can't do it, Kelsey Grammer. But no,
I think the Beast is a great choice, actually.
Yeah, well, Kelsey Grammer has that.
But not even forget just the Beast as a character. He's very erudite,
Well, he's because the guy who played him in the animated series, very well spoken. That guy had a good voice for Beast.
Oh yeah, he was super intellectual in that series.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. He was the brains of the operation. That was great.
Yeah, hell yeah. I think speaking of X-Men, Storm could be cool.
No, here's why. I think Storm's too serious to do.
Shakespeare can be very serious. A lot of tragedies.
That's true. I would see more of a. I can see more like Jubilee doing it.
Jubilee is like a comedy.
Yeah, I mean she
can provide the special effects.
Oh god. Yes, like the fireworks that happened during the time of Shakespeare.
Hey man, I'm sure they did they have fire? I wonder if they had fireworks. What do you need? It's not gunpowder, right? In fireworks, it's not that, right?
I mean, original fireworks was gunpowder. Yeah.
Okay, gunpowder was. Oh boy, it's really close to that time, actually.
Yeah,
because Guy Fawkes and stuff was around then, right? Close to that, a little bit later, 1600s, I think. Well, how about this? How about Bishop and Othello from X-Men?
Oh, gee. Oh my god,
Othello is actually my favorite Shakespeare play. It's amazing.
Oh, he's so grim. So I guess it would work.
Othello would work. I think that would work for Othello.
Work really well. He's so grim. Oh man.
And then Loki could play Iago.
Oh god.
Zendria has a good choice. the hologram doctor from Voyager, Robert Picardo.
Good. He's good. That dude can do anything. I really like him as an actor. just in general. I just like him as an actor.
He is very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right. There you go, folks. That's the best and worst. I guess we did a lot of best, though. We didn't really do too many worst.
Well, it's hard to say worst because they would just... Who has a terrible time rhyming?
Logan.
I
think Logan would be bad. He would not want any part of that.
Logan would be... Okay. I think you can't beat that because Logan is it. Logan is. I mean, everyone else is obvious. Oh yeah, Doctor Doom could never do it, and Magneto could do it though. Magneto, played by Sir Ian McKellen, could do it.
Oh yeah, man. Him and Patrick Stewart together would be great.
Yes, that'd be beautiful. Oh,
Victor says Zatanna from DC. I love Zatanna. I'm trying to think of her as Shakespeare. She could speak backwards very well, so she could probably get the iambic pentameter pretty well too. Then, if she can speak backwards with no problem.
Isn't she British?
Zatanna, no, I don't. Zatanna's not British as far as. Oh, I didn't think so. Somebody tell me in the chat. I didn't think she was British, but maybe.
All right.
In the cartoon, she speaks with more an American accent.
Oh, does she? Okay. For some reason, I thought she was British.
I think she's American. Mm-hmm. I love Zatanna though, man. Zatanna doesn't get enough. You know what? Can we do a freaking? Why am I not? Actually, I don't know why I'm editing myself. I should say fucking.
Yeah, it's because it's the whole new setup.
Let's do a CW Zatanna show, man. Zatanna's not even ever been in the Arrowverse, right?
No, she's only been in.
She was in Smallvilleverse, which was they did a good Smallvilleverse. They did a good job with her in that one, by the way.
And no, I think they look. They're gonna have Stargirl. on the CW.
By the way, I gotta watch that still because everybody's telling me they really dig that show. Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it yet. And
but they also tell me it's up my alley. It's not really dark. It's more like a little bit more light, and
right. And it seems like they passed on the. I keep hearing that they passed on the Green Arrow and the Canaries. Like they passed on it already.
Oh, did they? They're not even going to give it a shot.
Yeah, from what I keep reading, there's nothing official, but the rumor is they didn't go.
Based on that, if you look one of our DC Action Hour shows where we talked about that, as you know, I'm fine with that because I think that I hated that backdoor trailer. I fucking hated it.
No, I get you. I
didn't think you stupid. Did you really like it? I didn't think you did either. Did you?
I didn't like it, but I mean, I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
I was indifferent about it. I was just like, okay. I mean, I could see it working.
But they could have done that show so well, man. And I can't stand that they said it in the future.
That's my biggest issue is they shouldn't have said it in the future. They should have said it in current time.
I was digging Mia, man, but bring Mia back. Let her take on the mantle in the current time for Oliver.
Exactly. I don't know why they had to do the whole future thing. Like,
because then they had to come up with these stupid excuses why Dinah and Laura were both in the future too.
Right. It's like, okay, let's just make up stuff. And why aren't these people here? And what happened between these two times? Oh, here's the mystery. And I guess you can write around that, or it adds more to the story. But that's okay. No, thank you.
But Scorpio says Stargirl is so damn good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I gotta watch it, man. And I'm almost positive like the CW has every episode still up, so I can go watch it. And then what was that?
I just said we'll put it. Here's the third screen. It's the Stargirl.
So one of the worst for Shakespeare, Sasha says, it would be The Deep from The Boys.
The Deep. I haven't seen The Boys yet. I need to watch it.
So the only reason I know who this is, I'm definitely not watching The Boys because it's way too dark.
Yeah. It is.
On our One True Pairing Dragon Con panel, he got brought up by Trip Hope, who's been on our show, and I know he's a good friend of mine. And I said, like, who is this? Or one of the shows we did, one of the panels. And he's like, yeah, a really dark Aquaman, basically, but then some other stuff I'm not going to repeat. That's kind of gross. So okay.
Yeah, I guess he would. Yeah, if it's a dark Aquaman, yeah, I couldn't see Jason Momoa doing Shakespeare.
Really?
Not really. No, he's too gruff. Hey,
you can see him or you can't.
No.
Okay, yeah, I agree. No, I don't think he.
To be or not to be, like that. It would just be this really gruff.
Yeah.
Oh.
Zendry says he's a total perv. The Deep. Okay.
Everyone's a perv in The Boys, though. I don't know. Like everyone, but okay.
Listeners Mate says a lot of love for Stargirl. I've seen Stargirl. It's one of the best shows DC has. I'm sure that she definitely is going to be in the Flash part of the crossover in the future.
Yeah.
Because I guess she's supposed to be Earth 2. Is that the deal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, wait. But wait a minute. All those Earths disappeared. I'm so confused.
Well, it's probably what they'll probably do is
Earth 2.
No. What they're gonna do is when they bring it back, because they could do this they could do this before they brought the Earths together. Like that whole
Stargirl set in the past.
I mean, they can. In other words, they could just set it like a week before or a month before the.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So, because it's not like it was that long ago when the universes collided. So,
yeah. And then, all right. So look, everybody seems to be really liking Stargirl.
Yeah.
Cool. And Pierre just joined us. Hey, Pierre. Good. Thank you for being here. Glad you're joining us. All right. So we just finished talking about fictional characters, best and worst of Shakespeare. Now we will go on to our first geeky improv game. By the way, we're going to talk a little later on. Keanu Reeves, because Bill and Ted Face the Music just came out. And we're going to talk about some of our favorite Keanu Reeves movies. We're going to do, that's right. We haven't done this in a long time. Ask SGU Anything. Later on, you got the Bill or Ted down well, man, the way you're moving your body.
Yeah.
We're going to do Ask SGU Anything, where you can ask us anything you want later on. And right now, we're going to do ridiculous rhyming. That's where we have to do a scene speaking. This is a great segue from Shakespeare. I didn't even plan it this way. But of course, Shakespeare, iambic pentameter, all that stuff, that rhymed. So we're going to rhyme, not in iambic pentameter, but it's hard enough just to rhyme in normal speaking. So So Francis and I, we need some characters to play, folks. Give us some characters or or a movie or show or something that we can pick some characters from that we can do some rhyming. And while we do that, speaking of time travel, we just decided before we did the show here, we're going to do our special time travel extravaganza special fandom episode, which we're supposed to do every month. Sorry, I'm a little bit behind on that. But it's going to be this Friday, 2 days from now, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. As you see in that important news ticker scroll that's on the bottom of your screen.
I love it.
I do too. So tune in. Oh, that's sorry. You have to be a Patreon though for that. If you are at the $8 level or above, you can see our special fandom episodes and tune in live and comment and all that good stuff. Patreon.com/supergeekedup is where you can do that. But again, you can go right to you can find it if you go to that site. That's actually where the YouTube video will be on the homepage there. And let's see. Oh, look what else important news I have to share here. There we go. So there you go. I just
that's great. It's true. This just in.
Yeah.
Super Geeked Up ranked geekiest show online by Super Geeked Up viewers.
All right. I got some other ones to share later on in the show, folks.
You're having way too much fun with that ticker.
I am actually. I was like, this is the best ever. I think, by the way, you should read it every time it comes out, a ticker, though,
Okay,
in your newscaster voice.
And this just in. Every time.
I think this is, we're still on the, okay. These are suggestions. We got Zendra says Jessica Rabbit, and Victor says 7 of 9 in Q. Do you want to, okay, let's do Jessica Rabbit and 7 of 9. Let's
boy.
Two lovely ladies.
Yeah.
In this scene.
Yeah.
You want to be how about you be Jessica Rabbit? I'll be 7 of 9.
I can't help it. I'm just drawn this way.
So folks, now we need give us a scene for 7 of 9 and Jessica Rabbit. What are they doing? Where are they? That kind of stuff. By the way, Lister's Mate here. Lister's Mate has a puppy. He named it Captain Amazing after one of the characters in my Super Geeked Up series, which is very flattering and cool. But it just turned 1. He said Captain Amazing turned 1 yesterday.
Oh,
so happy birthday to the Captain Amazing puppy.
Time flies when you're having fun, pups.
Yes. So 7 of 9 and Jessica Rabbit. Just give us a, what are they doing? How about that? What are Jessica Rabbit and 7 of 9 doing? So ridiculous because these characters are together. I love it. Why? By the way, while you're citing that, here's another breaking news, folks.
All right. This just in. J. Jonah Jameson says Super Geeked Up is a greater menace than Spider-Man.
Okay. You like that?
I love it. This is it. I love it.
This makes StreamYard worth it just for that.
I think so too.
I actually wish I did. I just did it right before the show. I don't have a lot of them. I wish I did more. All right. Victor says they're on the holodeck.
What are they doing on the holodeck?
Okay. How about this? They're pod racing in downtown LA on the holodeck.
Okay.
This is great. We got Star Trek, Star Wars, Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
We got a whole bunch of stuff and real life.
So we're pod racing. Pod racing is cool.
It's really not, but okay.
That's what Anakin says.
I know.
I'm Anakin.
Sand, it's everywhere.
Well, I just love that the word "cool" is like in Star Wars vernacular.
Yes, right? Cool's everywhere, man. Cool's the best word.
Yeah, apparently
cool is like the slang that'll never go out. I think it never out of fashion.
Yeah, well, it made it somehow. The slang term "cool" made it somehow to a galaxy far, far away a long time ago.
Well, so actually, I think that means we got it from them because they were a long time ago.
That's true. Yeah, they were the originators of the term "cool."
Yeah, we got it from Star Wars. All right, so we got 7 of 9, played by me, Jessica Rabbit, played by Francis. We are in the holodeck doing a pod race in downtown LA. Tammy, by the way, just joined us. Hey, Tammy, I'm so glad you're here. All right, here we go. Ridiculous rhyming. We can only speak and rhyme. Let's go.
I try not to make pod racing a habit, but I'm so fast. I'm Jessica Rabbit.
What you said does not compute. Oh, excuse me, I farted, or also called a toot.
Look, I'm fast. It's time to party. Say goodbye to my little farty. I should.
Oh, that's fine.
All right. Farty.
Listen, bitch. Stop stealing my rhymes, or I'm gonna turn you into a Borg all the time.
It's okay. I'm faster than you. I love pod racing. This is cool.
Oh no, it's Anakin, that little shit. I'm going to take my pod and ram into you or hit.
Don't mess with that boy. He's just a child. I don't I don't care because I'm going wild.
All right, listen. I think your pod racing is, god damn it, just throwing off a lot of bits. Let's compare who has the bigger tits.
My breasts are bigger, by the way. I just can't help it. I'm drawn this way. Oh, wait, I said wait twice.
Oh, who cares? Well, listen. My breasts are natural. That is true. Sometimes I wore a tight spandex. It was blue.
Well, I don't care. My bust is great. I'm going to gear number 98.
Listen, I don't think there are that many gears in your pod. What did you do? Scoop it up like a hot rod?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm going to win because my boobs are like a fin.
All right, let's just stop there.
I love when I love.
What do you love? You dropped off.
I just love that this is. I love that you got the boob thing in because I think that was important.
Oh yeah, dude. With those two ladies, I think I had to, right?
Oh man,
I was just like, okay, what rhymes with tits? Bits. Okay, good. I'm doing it. So Sasha enjoyed it. Mark says resistance against farts is futile. That was actually the original Borg line, and then they dropped out the against farts part.
Yeah.
Tammy says this is futile. You'll be inflatulated.
Oh wow. You didn't actually. I'm a little surprised that the resistance is futile didn't make it into the rhyme.
Oh, I was engrossed with tits. That's why.
Yeah.
Futile. Oh, that's a tough one. Wild. Oh,
I've got the biggest tits by a mile.
Oh, resistance is futile. Yeah. Resistance to my boobs is futile. That was a tight catsuit she wore, man. That's all I gotta say.
That was a tight dress she wore too. You know?
Oh, dressed as a rabbit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. You're right. Oh, thank you, Victor. He says, good job. Thanks. I actually think that was one of our better rhyming.
I think
even though Francis cheated like twice.
I did cheat twice. I said way twice. I was so upset with myself.
All right, folks. There you go. You should practice that at home with your, family, loved ones. See how you do.
With your significant others.
We should release a super geeked up board game.
No, we should do it.
They could have all the different games we play on the show.
Oh yeah. I was going to say like a bingo card because we have a lot of recurring themes, and anytime a theme goes up, they put a little tick on the bingo card. But yeah, that would be actually really funny if we had like all of these games as an actual like board game. Yeah.
By the way, Victor says he's Dreamland is calling him. Well, thank you for tuning in, Victor. So glad you're here. Got meant to be part of the show. Hope you watch it later in post. Yes, that's right. Live long. I can do it with this hand.
Live long and prosper.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And by the way, you have to read this one, Francis.
Francis playing with his make-believe breasts. Oh my.
All right. But yeah, man, you're right. We got, ridiculous rhyming, superhero sound effects, universal translator, lots of games you could play. It's like a bunch of games in one.
Yeah, we need more of those types of party games too.
And we would play it at FrefCon.
I'm telling you, man.
Or we would also do Battle of the SGU Stars.
Well, that's part of FrefCon.
That's part of, that's what I'm saying. That's like the highlight of FrefCon, I think, man.
That's Saturday
night event.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, it's a Saturday night event. That's when everyone comes in and you get to see the All Stars.
I still want to do that, man.
I like it. Yeah, we should make it
start working on that for 2021. Actually, last week, Jalou started sending us hotel suggestions after the show for FrefCon.
Oh, well, it have to be.
I joked about it. I joked about it being in Hawaii, and he's like, "Oh, here's some Hawaii hotels." I was like, "All right, nice."
Well, it would have to be somewhere easily accessible by everyone. So it would have to be.
It's probably going to be like in Chicago or something because all flights go through Chicago.
Pretty much, right? Yeah, or what is it? Kansas in the middle?
Yeah, but like, where do you fly? Kansas City, maybe? That's in Missouri, technically.
But I'm just saying, like, how great would that be? How
about we put it in Atlanta just before or after Dragon Con?
Oh my God, yeah.
Dragon Con, Atlanta's one of the, if not the biggest, busiest airport in the.
Yeah, but you don't want everyone's going to be exhausted from. You want everyone fresh.
Do it before Dragon Con.
Yeah, no, but our FrefCon is going to be like a 3-day event.
Oh, does it? Is that because it's so big? It has to be a 3-day event. All right, I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
We'll start with 2 days. We'll start with 2.
Or 2, then we'll go 3.
Yeah. We'll start with the 2-day event. Yeah. Then you get to take pictures of us.
Take pictures of us.
Take pictures with us. Because
yes, of course.
We'll have a banner in the background, and you guys.
Right, and we won't even charge you like $50 like SARS do.
No, it's free. Yeah, you're here.
Exactly. Jalou says, make a drinking game. One shot when Jeff uses a bad accent. I don't know when I ever did that, Jalou, but one shot when Francis rhymes. The game. Okay. Oh, that's right. Because Francis actually likes to rhyme when we're not doing rhyming games.
I know it's terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I do like.
Lucius May wants us to bring FrefCon to his hometown of Galax, Virginia. So that may be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Oh, Jalou agrees with me. Chicago or Atlanta. All right.
Chicago then. Let's do it.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Do it. Well, okay. I think we should do it before another con, though. Like, so before Dragon Con or before maybe C2E2 in Chicago.
I just like that we're planning this out. Right?
That makes sense, right? Because people would go there anytime for the other con, right? So
it's an out. So it's like how San Diego has all that stuff outside of. That's us. We're the free con outside of. Whatever.
The main con. Right?
Yeah.
Mark says 1 shot for every fart in a game.
It happens a lot.
Okay, that's a lot too.
That is a lot. How drunk do you want everyone here to be? Like, come on, man.
Oh, wait, I just lost. Here we go. Tammy says 1 shot when Jeff uses a French accent for a different language.
You're not wrong.
Oh, you say French accent a lot?
No, we say every other accent, then you go for the French one.
She also says let's have it during C2E2 because Tammy goes to C2E2 every year. It's actually not that far from Wisconsin. I've never been to C2E2, so I'm cool with that. I would love to go to C2E2.
Yeah, it's been.
I like how Jalou wants to know which airline do we like more. Well, I guess this is important because we got to get to FrefCon. I'm going to tell you right now, almost 100% Southwest because they're the cheapest usually.
Yeah,
I'm always Southwest.
Spirit is technically the cheapest, but it's the worst.
Oh, I've heard terrible things about that.
I've flown.
Like you have to fly on the wing or something.
Oh yeah. You're pretty much you're pedaling for the plane to actually move. I mean, that's how.
You have to push it off the runway.
Exactly. You have to push it off a cliff and then run into the plane so that you can get in your flight on time. Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, we should get a hotel. We should get we'll get the hall and just.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, we could definitely in a hotel, and we'll just get like
hall,
like one or two, one big room, right? Or a couple. Because I don't know. We don't really need. Yeah, we just really need one programming going on at a time.
Yeah, and we can have
we can just mingle in the halls,
and we'll have dividers, so you can do gaming and stuff. And
I see. Take one big hall and then just divide it up into like maybe 3 or 4 things or something, right?
Because then everyone who's playing can still see the show. People who are,
I got you. That's actually smart, man. Yeah. I never thought about to put gaming in where like actual things are going, panels are going on, or performances.
I mean, it can be a little bit of a distraction based on how seriously you're taking the game. But like, let's say you're in a lull in the game or you're taking a break. Boom, you have a show right in front of you.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, everyone's participating in providing us like suggestions and stuff for this FrefCon.
Yeah, wait. Chris says the DF. What's the DFW? I don't know all these airport codes. I know some of them.
DFW is better than going through Atlanta. So DFW is
Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas Fort Worth, right?
Yeah.
So I can't believe we're talking about airports as much, but we will get back on track in a minute. I actually love the Atlanta airport, mainly because, first off, it's huge. But every time I go to Dragon Con, there is a tram light because it's so huge between things. But when I arrive at Dragon Con in the airport, I actually walk like the couple miles to the baggage because the walk to it is so like, it's almost like a work of art. Like they have this one part that's like a rainforest and they play the rainforest sounds. There's another part where there's all this like African artwork and there's this photo galleries. Like it's actually almost like walking through a museum on the way to your baggage. So I do it. And on the way back, I just take the tram because I don't want to get out of there, but more quickly. So I don't have to get up in the morning. But like, I love it, man. Like I actually love like the stuff. And most people don't even ever walk through that thing, but it's cool.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of LAX, where it's just people being miserable as they
everybody complains about LAX.
I mean, look, I actually like LAX because I think it's actually easy to navigate. But people think it's terrible and hard to navigate. Like it's actually not that hard, but I like LAX.
Yeah, I've only been there once or twice.
We have a suggestion from yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I didn't know. Sasha, are you in Seattle? I didn't know that. Well, you know what? Here's a story how Francis and I met. Some of you guys may not know this.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, all right.
But I'm going to put this up. Anthony's pushing real hard for Galax, Virginia.
Hey, well, you know what though? We can move it around. It doesn't have to stay in a
true
every year. It can move
around.
Like
D23, right? It moves around.
D23 moves around. Star Wars. The Star Wars convention moves around.
Wait, that's not what is it? What do they call the Star Wars one? I can't even think of it now.
I forgot what it's called. Star Wars.
Damn it! Why can't I think? Tell us in the chat, please. This is driving me nuts. Celebration.
Star Wars Celebration. Yeah. So that moves around, all over the place.
All right. So Francis and I met at Emerald City Comic Con, which is in Seattle.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
Has it been that long? That feels right. It's actually one of the biggest cons in the nation. It's probably like 3rd or 4th population in terms of attendance.
Yeah, my first time.
I was there. I've been there twice. How many times have you been there?
That was my only time. My one and only time.
So I think that might have been my second time there. I'm not positive, but I did Super Geeked Up there twice. Mm-hmm. It's a really cool con. I had a lot of fun. It's also it's pretty cool convention center actually because like it's like up. It's like 4 floors, but then there's like a bridge across to the other side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That was the coolest part. Was like
pretty unique, actually, the way it's set up.
It's like the convention center and a hotel, so it connects, and they're connected by a bridge.
Yes, it's right in downtown Seattle.
Yeah.
So anyway, I saw this thing that there was this. Was it? I'm trying to remember, Francis. Was it specifically a Flash or Arrow? Or was it just Arrowverse?
Okay, so my part of the story is there was there's a website called meetup.com, and they were having specific kind of like mini meetups in these rooms where people would just come in and kind of talk to like-minded fans about stuff. And this one was Arrowverse, specifically Arrowverse. So all things Arrowverse. And at the time it was only Flash and Arrow. So it wasn't like it was much to talk about. And I was upset that nobody was talking to each other because I went in, I'm looking around, and everyone's in their own little like groups talking to people they already knew, and I hated it because I've done meetups before, and the purpose of meetup is to meet new people. So here I am. I'm really upset that they're not talking to each other, and there's this like long table at the front of the room, and I decided, against my shyness, against my anxiety, I just went up there and said, okay, guys, we're talking Arrowverse. All right, everyone, group up. We're going to go talk. And for about 45 minutes, we spoke. I like ran a weird panel or something, like a weird thing about the Arrowverse. And I got people talking and asking questions and bringing up theories. And it was weird because I've never done anything like that before. And what even weirded me out more was they came up to me afterwards and like thanked me for doing that. It was like the weirdest.
By the way, from the self-proclaimed introvert.
I am an introvert.
I know you are. I know.
And so they all like, oh, thanks for doing that. I'm like, okay, great. No problem. Well, it was supposed to be an hour-long event, and I cut it short by like 20 minutes. And Jeff comes walking in like,
yeah, right. So I come in about halfway through. I don't know. I think there's about almost half left, or at least 20 minutes left, right? And I'm like, this place is empty. Like, what happened? Oh, I missed it. And I see Francis and Josh. Of course, Josh has been on our show. Francis does the points of, what is it? POI.
It's the Points of Interest podcast.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So they do a lot of stuff together. And those two were in there. And I'm like, I don't remember what I said, but I think I was like, I just started talking to you, right? About like, hey, about what's going on over Arrowverse or something.
Yeah. And then we just started talking.
Somehow I talked to you about Super Geek, and I said, oh, I'm doing my Super Geeked Up thing tomorrow. I think because you guys have a podcast, right? And I did my show, and we started talking about that. And I was like, oh, dude, yeah, you guys should come out. Like, because I think, I don't know, I guess you thought the show sounded good.
Yeah. And we did.
And then they did come out, and I think they did some pictures and everything too, even, or something.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We took a bunch
of and which was nice. It was super cool that they came out. And then that's so funny. Actually, it was just like that random meeting, but then we stayed in touch, I guess, ever since then, right?
Well, no, we stayed in touch because you were like, have you guys ever been to San Diego Comic-Con? And I'm like, no. Would you like to go? Was what you said? And like, yeah. And it just went from there. And then you had us as a guest. Then you had us as guests on Super Geeked Up.
That's right.
So we were guests.
And then you went to SDCC the first time that summer, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's how this whole thing spawned, was just a random occurrence. Because I wasn't gonna stay. Like, two things were gonna happen that night when I was in that room. Either I was just gonna leave because I was annoyed, or I was gonna stay and run the thing. And luckily, I picked.
I'm glad you did. We never would have met.
Yeah, exactly. Kismet. It is kismet,
it is, man. See what can happen at conventions.
Yeah.
All right, so this is like super popular in the chat. This is FrefCon. Julie makes a good point. Yes, I do agree. Like, it seems like we do have definitely East and West Coast viewers, so somewhere in the middle definitely makes sense for sure.
Yes,
I agree with that. He also says you should email out a poll to your Patreon folks to vote on location, and not just Patreons. I would say anybody who watches.
Yeah,
for sure. But then also I like this one. Julie says, "Let's plan FrefCon here now and plan it for 2021 as a way to forget about how difficult 2020 has been."
Yeah. I mean, why not? I like it. No, this is true. We're all kind of into it, right? Like, everyone seems to be really into this idea of doing, a FrefCon, and I'm for it. I'm all for it.
All right, dude. I would absolutely 100% love to do this.
Alex's West Side. Well, yeah, not everyone's from the West Coast.
Alex is in Phoenix, actually.
Oh, there you
go. So you know what, folks? So I guess if you're in the chat, you tell us if it was somewhere like in the middle, or somewhere where, I guess easy. I know it's never easy necessarily to pay for a flight and stuff, but somewhere where decently to get to. Would you guys attend?
Yeah.
Because if we get enough people who do it, 100%, I would love to do it. Let us know. Would you want it to be like near another convention? Would that make sense? I think personally that would kind of make sense. So you could kind of do two things at once. Another con. I guess what con or what time of the year? I guess that was
the question I wanted to ask, was like, what time of the year you do the best?
Yeah,
because it snows in some of the places that you want us to go to. The weather can be pretty harsh, and
that's okay. I'm back in New York now. It snows here all the time in the winter.
I'm a Californian. I don't know what to do with snow.
Well, you should experience it then, man.
I've experienced snow. Don't get me wrong, but very, very little of it. I go to the mountains here, and it snows all the time, but just not in yeah, not like it does in some places.
Hey, Terry wants to know if we have anyone who plans cons. Well, you know what's funny? I actually, for a little while now, I've actually wanted to have an idea to start my own convention. So this could actually be a good starting point.
Yeah.
Yes, actually. So Chris says, but not sure if he can attend. But if any of the events are streamed online, actually, Tammy had mentioned that to also like. I think that's smart to also like kind of stream some of the stuff as well for people who couldn't attend in person.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. All right. Oh, then Sasha says, sure, spring, as long as I'm not on set.
Ooh, set.
Dude, Sasha, I didn't know, man. You did. Do you do film stuff? All the stuff I'm finding out, man. That's awesome because I do film stuff. All right. Here we go. What the hell? What are we supposed to be doing this show? All right.
We're doing the shout outs, I think.
Oh yes. Hey, so this is a good segue. This is the part of the show where we do our Patreon shout outs. Of course, we love anybody who's watching, anybody who's supporting us at any level on Patreon. But for those certain people at $10 or more, they get a special shout out here. Francis is going to do.
Yes, for Maria and Justin Duron from KLI Brand. Where doth thou bringest our love? Craig Allen Poole, for he is no motley fool. Victor Rachel J, who is better than the sky is gray? Oh, Victor Snyder, who makes the world a little brighter. Ah, Ariel Strauss, who's nothing like a mouse. Oh, no. Nicole B, how doth be with thee? Kyle Schwab, whose love for us is the reason of Super Geek Pup's heart throb. I'm so lost for words. Sasha. Oh.
Come on, you gotta do it.
Sasha, who doth bring out the best from all other. Jalu, who never knew what you could do. And Cethos, Cethos, you doth bring the Trethos and the Bethos to us peoples.
Wow, that was something, all right.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
All right. Thank you, everybody. By the way, patreon.com/supergeekedup is where you can go. If you want to join us for after hours tonight, you just got to pledge $3 or more per month. $8 or more per month will get you the special fandom show, which is time travel that this Friday, which I'll put on the screen in a second. But Alex also agrees spring is a good time for FrefCon. Yes. And then Sasha says, she does mostly feature and indie stuff in the film industry. That's awesome. I got to talk to you more offline, Sasha, about this. I didn't know you did that. Let's see here. Listener Mate says, we love indie stuff here. That's true, man. I'm an indie filmmaker, so for sure.
Yeah. Harrison Ford is great as in. Oh, I see.
Get out of here. But look at this. Francis, you are magnificent.
Oh, thank you.
I think he meant to say you're maleficent.
Yeah.
And then Kyle says, no worries, Francis. I have that effect on people.
You do.
Well, you're such a
heartthrob. You're the heartthrob. You just, I'm palpitating right now. Palpitating.
You're Palpatine? You're Palpatine?
Palpitating.
Come to the... I can't do a Palpatine at all. I was going to try to do it.
Come to the dark side.
Luke, come to the dark side. I was trying to do French. Palpatine.
It's French. Luke, come to
the dark side is where it's at.
What do you say? Where the crumpets are, and
we have plenty of croissants in the dark side.
Croissants, and
Well, I used to have a shirt that said, "Come to the dark side. We have cookies."
Yeah,
but we're all faded. So it's just say, "Come to the dark side. We have croissants."
Yeah.
Francis, prove it for last. We keep striving to do better.
Jalu, for you,
you really want to. Like, you're really big on this part.
You're the one that you look, Jalu. You have a hard you have a hard set of letters to rhyme with. I'm gonna work on it.
It's like it's like woohoo.
Yeah,
Jaloo,
but
woohoo.
Jaloo, woohoo.
You're the I don't know. Cat's Maloo. Doesn't make any sense. You're Baloo. You're like Baloo from the Jungle Book.
Oh, you're like Jungle Book's Baloo.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shots for the French accent. You're right, Tammy.
Woo! All right.
She also wants to know if Francis is Maleficent, who is Jeff? I'm obviously Belle because
Belle don't have a thing.
I know. I just want to be Belle because I love her.
Oh, then I'm Angelina Jolie, and I'll take that. I'll take it.
Yeah. She's Jululu like Baloo, who wanted to be like you. Ooh. There you go. That's a good rhyme, Tammy.
Ooh.
Or Mr. Magoo. Look at all these ones you can use in the future now.
I can't do a Magoo voice.
Breaking by Francis, we have another breaking news.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Francis named sexiest Bond girl of all time. This is just breaking news. Actually, this has been news for a while.
I'm sorry I don't have the picture to show right now because I'm on a new system here.
We'll have to work.
And I also got a new my computer shit the bed a couple days ago, so it's a brand new computer. So I don't have everything over on this computer right now. But I'm sure someone could tweet it out, please. The Francis Bond girl pic, like Tammy, who did the picture. Oh, look at this. Tammy, this is why I'm Belle. Tammy's right, because Belle is French.
That's true.
Perfect.
Mm.
All right. All right, folks. There you go. Thank you so much for your support on Patreon, though. You can also do a super chat on YouTube. That can be a one-time donation. You can do it right now or anytime during the show. We really appreciate that as well. Oh, and also remember on Patreon, we have annual memberships now, which I think Sasha Zendria took advantage of recently. Thank you.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/SuperGeeked. You can do a whole year's membership at once instead of monthly, and you get 1 month free if you do that. That's a pretty good deal. All right, let's go on to our next geeky question. So, whoa, excellent. So Bill and Ted Face the Music just came out on, I guess we'll say VOD, I guess, right? Video on demand?
Yes.
Which you can rent or buy. We want to know, first off, if you've seen it, let us know how it is without spoilers, because we have not seen it.
Nope.
Though I did, when I saw it was out, when did it come out? Last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, okay. I watched the trailer when I saw it was out. Dude, it looks really fun, man. The movie, it looks awesome. I think
from people who've seen it and have given me their review without spoiling. They said it's fun. Like it's a really fun.
It looks like it is.
It looks like it brings it back to those roots of how the original Bill and Ted was, which is just like this fun, family-friendly movie.
Yes, that's what I want, man. I love that they have teenage daughters who are like them too. That's great.
Yeah. I think I like the family movie, despite the fact that it has like all of these characters are actually terrible, but they're fun, like Genghis Khan and like
right. But they make them fun, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chris says I haven't seen the film, but they did film it in New Orleans, which is not far from him. He's in Baton Rouge.
Very nice. Very nice.
So we want to know though. Our question is, what's your favorite Keanu Reeves movie? That's our question because Bill and Ted just came out. By the way, before we talk that, Zendria is still working on seeing Tenet. Okay, is Tenet out?
Yes, it is out.
It's in theaters?
It is in some theaters. Like it's like California.
The theaters are not open here in New York.
Yeah, and they're not here either. So it's only in whatever theaters are open and in drive-through. And it's not on VOD. You can't get it in VOD. You can only get it in.
Yeah, because Tenet, because it's Christopher Nolan, man. I'll watch anything Nolan does. Like it looks good.
Yeah. I'm down to watch this. It looks so great.
And the actor, and I didn't realize this, but I just started watching on HBO. I have HBO Max now. I started watching Ballers, which is an HBO show.
Yeah, with The Rock.
Yeah, it's great, man. But the guy from Tenet is one of the main characters in Ballers.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
John David Washington, I think is his name, something like that. Okay, so this question: Keanu Reeves movies, Point Break, Keanu, love it forever, says Sasha.
I am an FBI agent.
Wait, is that how he says it?
Yeah.
I haven't seen all of Point Break. He
just says, he yells that out. I am an FBI agent.
He doesn't say I am an FBI agent. He says I am FBI agent.
No, I am an FBI agent.
Okay. I feel like his grammar's really bad.
He kicks a dog.
What? That's terrible. I don't like.
It's an
I don't
accident.
like anybody who kicks a dog.
No, it was an act. It was like they were running through the beach, and a dog runs. I
Does he
think
trip over it?
No, they kick it. It was an accident, though. It wasn't intentional. It just, bad timing.
Jump over it.
I don't think they saw it. They're
Okay.
in the movie. They're in the.
Yeah. All right. 100. A lot of great Keanu Reeves movies, but of course, The Matrix for me. The Matrix is one of my favorite movies ever.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just such a groundbreaking movie, and there's very few movies I can say that about. And he's great in it, man. I think he's like the perfect thing for Neo.
Humanity is a virus. Yeah, no, it's great. I love it.
Is that Agent Smith? Is that who that was?
Humanity is a virus.
Dude, how good is Lawrence Fishburne in that movie, right?
Oh, fantastic. Oh, man, I want his glasses.
Were they the ones like they had no side things, right? It just
stuck to the middle of his freaking nose. It was great. Oh, it was so good.
By the way, he says your Point Break Keanu is exactly how he sounds.
It's so.
Let's see. Alex says John Wick by a mile now. It's probably The Matrix or Devil's Advocate before that. Oh, Devil's Advocate is good. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. With Al Pacino.
Yeah. Oh, Sasha says John Wick swoon. I've got the vapors.
The vapors. Oh, John Wick and the vapors.
Chris says, he's enjoyed being with you. Have a great show. Thank you, Chris, for watching. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Keanu Reeves, Julie says, had a cameo in the Netflix movie Always Be My Maybe, which starred Ali Wong and Randall Park. I did not know that.
Yeah, it's a romantic comedy, and he has a fantastic cameo. It's one of the funniest things he's done in a while.
Is he playing himself or something else?
He plays like a really exaggerated version of himself, and it's really bad. Not bad in like he's a bad actor. It's just he's such a bad person in it, despite being like one of the nicest people in Hollywood. It's really fun. It's just a fun thing to see. Yeah.
Listeners May says Bill and Ted's my favorite Keanu Reeves movie, but the worst movies ever made was Johnny Mnemonic. Please let's not talk about that movie. It's funny how often recently that movie has come up on the show.
What?
I agree. It's a terrible, terrible movie.
It's pre-Matrix, It's him being a robot pre-Matrix when he had like
not a robot. He had like the jack into the net.
He had like 68 megabytes of RAM in his head or something like that. Like some weird...
It was like it was like the hacker cyber thing. What am I trying to say? What's the term for what?
Cyborg?
No. What's the cyber? What's the term for the genre of?
Oh, cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, like the game that's coming out.
Yeah.
I got delayed once again, unfortunately.
Hooah.
All right. Let's see. What about you? What's your favorite?
So there was a movie where he played a villain in a movie called Man from Tai Chi or Man of Tai Chi. I want to say. Let's see. I'm looking that up. Man of Tai Chi. So he's actually not the main character. He's the bad guy. He's the final boss against this dude who's fighting a bunch of his henchmen. And Keanu Reeves is the final person he fights. And it's a really weird kind of, when he was doing 47 Ronin and he was doing all of these martial arts movies because of his, Matrix training. But I really like it because it's just like he's a bad guy and he never gets to play a bad guy, really. And he's not really that much of a bad guy either in Man of Tai Chi, but it's still cool it's just really, it's fun to see and it's cool to watch. But yeah. I would say Man of Tai Chi. If you've never seen it, if you like a good martial arts movie, that's actually pretty good. It's actually very little wire effects. It's mostly him doing his kung fu stuff from the Matrix.
Man of Tai Chi?
Man of Tai Chi, yeah.
All right, that came after. That was after the Matrix.
That came out, 2013. That came out 2013. So
I did not know about that.
Long time after the Matrix, yeah. But he's the bad guy in that movie, and it's great.
Jalou had mentioned the Constantine, and Sasha says, "Oh, Constantine was beautiful."
I love. You know what? I rewatched Constantine last year, and I remember it being a bad movie. No, it's a good movie. I think it's actually a lot of fun. It's actually a really fun film. So yeah, I totally If you like that film, go watch Constantine. It's great.
All right. Julie also says he was great in 47 Ronin.
I need to see that. I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, I can't. These things are. Tammy says with me, best is the Matrix. Yeah, I'm with you, Tammy, for sure. Now I'm also after the Matrix though. I got to go Speed.
Oh yeah,
I love Speed, man, and I want to say, for me, I feel like that's the movie that kicked off his action career, pretty much.
It did. It totally did. Yeah, because he was doing romantic movies. Like I didn't know. I forgot he was in Parenthood as the boyfriend of one of Steve Martin's daughters. He's like a boyfriend in that movie. He was in The Replacements, a football movie.
I like The Replacements, man. I like that movie a lot.
A Walk in the Clouds. He was in.
Yeah, Alex says I forgot he's in Much Ado About Nothing.
Is he really? Oh, I need to watch that.
Yeah, Sasha brings up one we talked about recently, The Lake House.
Lake House.
I like that.
Yeah, Lake House. But he's in a surprisingly large number of movies. Chain Reaction, the nuclear explosion.
Yeah. Morgan Freeman in that.
Yes, I believe he is.
Oh, dude, he's been in tons of movies.
He's everywhere. Yeah. But I would say I would say his action career started with Speed for sure.
Yeah, Julio has a weird affinity for Johnny Mnemonic. He says that's cool.
I don't know if it's an affinity more than it is a bad. It leaves a little bit of a bad taste in his mouth every once in a while when he hears the word mnemonic.
Who? Keanu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
Speed is, I think Speed's an important movie, man. Well, first off, it's a super fun action movie. But also, so it kicked off his action career, but it also really launched the career of Sandra Bullock, who's one of my favorite actresses. Now, if she was in some movies before that, she was actually in Demolition Man just before that, which I love that movie. But Speed, I feel, is definitely what got her really well known.
Yeah,
and people really started taking notice, and she got in a lot of stuff after that.
Oh my God, what's his name? Was in that movie too. He was in Dumb and Dumber. No, he was in Dumb and Dumber.
Oh yeah. Jeff.
Jeff Goldblum. No, Jeff. Jeff. Jeff Burns was in the movie. Oh
yeah,
man.
you know who I know who you mean. Yeah.
Like that was, he was an unknown then too, and there he goes. He launches his career. Jeff Daniels. He launches his career through that as well. But yeah.
Who Daniels did? Jeff Daniels? I
think so.
Really? I thought he was in stuff before that.
Was he? I don't know.
Or maybe. So we got. Let's see here. Oh, Sasha liked him in Dracula. Loves vampires. I love vampires too, man.
Wait. Okay, Sasha. The accent though. You got to tell me what you think about Keanu's accent in Dracula.
People get all the same thing with man. They always give me a hard time with Kevin Costner and Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I don't care.
Well, the thing with Kevin Costner and Prince of Thieves, he didn't try to do he tried to go subtle with his accent. He wasn't like he was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm British and everything.
And you're saying Keanu's just kind of really bad British?
Keanu, his British is so strong. It's like he's trying to pour Earl Grey all over your face by his accent. It's very strong. It's very rough.
You want to do an impersonation?
I need to hear it again. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's very much. It's as if Ted Theodore Logan was trying to do a British accent.
If who?
Ted Theodore Logan from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh, okay, I got you. Julie says, "A Walk in the Clouds." That made girls swoon in the '90s.
That's true.
Yeah. And Alex says, "I just lost it here. Oh, these things keep popping. Oh, here we go. I still imitate Sandra going, officer at random. What? I don't even know how she says it in Speed.
I don't know. I just
officer,
know.
Officer, I don't know.
I just know the other quote that he did, which is "Pop quiz, hot shot. What do you do? What do you do?
There's a bus going 50 miles an hour and there's a bomb on it. What do you do?"
Anyway,
I know that was always. I love how the villain was always giving pop quizzes.
Pop quiz, hot shot. No, but then at the end, Keanu gives him the same.
Right.
Just like
actually, during one time in the movie, I would love it if he just said, "Pop quiz, hot shot. What is pi to 10 decimal places?" Or something not actually like a real pop quiz.
3.1415926535898.
Oh my God, was that correct? What you just did?
Yeah.
How do you memorize that?
So I took calculus in high school, and I got bored as I played on my little TI-86 calculator, and I went to try to find how far I can go with my TI-86 on Pi, and that's how far I can go. 2.141592658988.
All right.
5898. Sorry.
TI-85, did you say?
TI-85, yes. The Texas
88s are very popular nowadays.
Oh, they're up to the 88s now. Oh,
I think there's the 89 too.
fancy.
No, wait. Is it 80? Or is it? Yeah, I think so. I keep forgetting what my students have. Anyway, Alex says the offensive accent Robin was Christian Slater. I actually didn't mind Christian Slater's accent either.
Oh, okay. I don't remember his accent, in all honesty. Is that bad? His accent?
Sasha says, the look of a scanner darkly, that really wowed me. Yes, Keanu's in that. I have not seen that. But I owned it at one point, but I never actually watched it.
It's rotoscoped. Good old rotoscope. Yeah. Okay,
so Alex, I'm still not sure how to do this, but thank you, Alex, for trying to put the officer quote from Sandra Bullock in that.
Officer. I don't know.
I don't think that's it.
I don't think that's it. But
I love it though.
I tried.
Yes, I appreciate you trying. Then it's for Speed. Tammy says, instead of a retired transit officer, the bad guy should have been a bittered retired math teacher. Pop quiz. There's a bus going 55 miles an hour with a bomb in it, but only half a tank. When does it go boom? Okay.
And there's another bus going the other direction.
40 miles per hour. When will the two buses collide?
Oh, man. That would have been really funny, actually.
That would have been, yeah, people would have loved it.
That would have been a good parody, at least.
Oh, boy. Here's one of the listeners makes great jokes. I know that's something that Keanu Reeves should do. He should read the entire Bible. I'd listen to that religiously. Okay. All right. All right. There you go. The other Keanu Reeves movies I really love that we haven't mentioned. You're right. There's so many, man.
There is, like, again, he was in everything. I mean, the dude didn't. Up until recently, he picked up every job that he could, right? Like he wasn't discriminating on the type of work he was doing, except for Speed 2. Apparently, he discriminated against Speed 2. He didn't want to be.
Well, you know what? It's probably a good movie because I don't like Speed 2. I never watched it again after the first time. Well, I'll watch Speed like a ton of times again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I think it's just me now. I think Jeff disappeared. Hopefully he's okay. Oh, there he is. Ah, there he is.
Hi. Sorry about that. I accidentally clicked the back thing on my.
I was like, where did he go?
This is the. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. This is the problem with browser-based things. You're right. I accidentally hit the back thing on my mouse.
It's the Francis Show.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you were on the full screen, weren't you?
I was.
It was like this. Boom.
No! Oh man,
you didn't like that?
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Stop. All right. Sorry. All right, I'll stop. Yeah, Sandra's like, Jeff's like, F this. I'm out of here. You keep making fun of Prince of Thieves and their accents.
Oh man.
All right, there we go. All right, that's good for Keanu Reeves movies.
I think so. Again, there's too many. There's too many.
So I really want to watch Bill and Ted Face the Music, but you know what? We're going to talk about this in after hours, so I won't talk about it now. But I want to start talking about like the VOD thing now, and like the prices and all that stuff, and like what's what is worth paying for movies if they're not going to be in theaters. But right now we are going to do. Oh, Francis, actually, what are we going to do now, Francis? What is the next segment?
Well, this is your opportunity to find out a little bit more about us, and Ask SGU Anything, where we'll answer any of your super geek questions. So if you have anything you want to ask us and you want us to give you a little story, we'll be happy to do it.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all the listeners make comment. You look like you're going to relieve yourself.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, Alex said he messaged. What did you message me, Alex? He messaged me the officer like video or something.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. All right. So yes, folks, ask SGU anything. You can ask us anything you want, and we will answer to the best of our ability. I want to see how many pop quiz hot shot we're going to get questions.
Pop quiz hot shot. It is going to be all math problems. They're just going to
send. Well, I'm a math tutor, and you took calculus. You said so. Hopefully, we can answer them.
Yeah. I didn't say I was good at calculus.
I'm not up on my calculus, but if it's anything before pre-calc or earlier, I should be able to do it.
God, functions.
Oh, yeah, functions are cool.
Yeah, but the functions for oh my god, there was just I mean, the use of okay, I'm not going to go into it. The use of trigonometry and the use of cosine. Anyway.
Oh wait, here's another news item. I was waiting for questions.
All right, as we're waiting, FrevCon coming. Oh, this just in, FrevCon coming 2021 with I missed it. Oh, Battle of the SGU Stars, the frevest gone ever.
Very good. I know the problem is it starts like where it's almost off the screen already. You have to wait the second time.
I have to wait to special fandom episode. Oh, just in special fandom episode is a time travel extravaganza at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific this Friday.
I love this. Actually, this is worth it just to have you read these every time.
Oh Jesus,
dude, come on, man. The ticker's great though, right?
Yeah. No, the ticker's fantastic.
You know what? I would have to put like I would like to have it like running almost the entire thing, but then I would have to like write the longest string of things in one thing ever.
Not real. Oh, I see what you mean. So that it's a constant stream.
Yeah, I wouldn't really want to have constantly actually, but because I'll be honest, that actually kind of annoys me. Like all these shows are like ESPN or CNN, like there's always a ticker now on the bottom.
I hate to tell you, but we're a stickler for information. We need all of it at all times.
No, I don't actually. I do not want all the information.
Well, everyone else wants all the information.
Well, no, unfortunately, I actually think all these things, they give people what they think they want, but actually that's not what the majority wants.
It obfuscates the real information.
Yeah. That's because some people think Twitter should rule what things do, and Twitter is actually a very minority of what people actually.
Yeah, it's a percent of a percent. Yeah.
Well,
let's not get into that. Let's get into
exactly. Let's forget about that. Let's get into SGU Anything because we have some questions now.
Get into some questions.
What is this or that? Betty White or Maggie Smith? Oh, okay. That's a really tough one. But I'm gonna go Maggie Smith because she's McGonagall and she's been in like millions things, right? Like the
she's in Downton Abbey.
Downton Abbey, yep. That's what I was trying to think of.
She's in the Grand Marigold Hotel. She's in a bunch of films. Yeah, so
like Maggie, it's kind of like an England versus US, right? Because like Maggie Smith's kind of the English treasure, and Betty White's the US treasure.
I don't know. Is Maggie Smith the UK treasure? I don't know.
I would say one of them. Like you could call. No, I think she's good enough. I think you could call her one of those treasures.
Yeah. But Betty White is 100%. Like a U.S. treasure. Like anytime Betty White is ever brought up, it's always in either reverence. It's always in reverence. Actually, it's never anything else. It's always how much we love Betty White. And
so, are you going with Betty White?
I'm totally going with Betty. Yeah, because she's.
Betty White's great. I agree, but Maggie Smith's body of work, I'm going to go with her.
Yeah, because Betty White really hasn't done much. She did Golden Girls, and then she just became popular. She became a meme, and then she went in like Lake Placid and. They're like almost like parody type things. No, but she did a comedy. I forget what it was called.
Oh, Hot in Cleveland.
There you go. Yeah. So she did do a show afterwards, but for the most part,
Tammy says Betty White or Maggie Smith equals Judi Dench. Okay, I like that.
Judi Dench is, I think, the one who is the national treasure of the UK is Judi Dench. I think people just love Judi Dench.
Yes. By the way, Sasha says I'm a ticker junkie. I'll stand there and read it all twice. Okay, there you go. So she would like a SGU constant ticker.
All right.
By the way, so speaking of Prince of Thieves, Alex says Prince of Thieves is great. When Coster can't figure out how to use a spyglass and Morgan Freeman is so mad. I do love that part because he takes his sword out because he thinks they're right on top of them. Sorry, I'm reading this next question, which I'm not going to really answer this because which guests have been the best guest you had? He said, let me give you some hints. The library bars and Amy Vorpal. Okay, so those are his favorite guests. We're not going to say all our guests, of course, are our favorite guests on SGU because they've all been amazing.
I'm the best guest.
You're not a guest because you're a co-host.
Well, now I am, but I was a guest before.
All right. Okay, fine. You're your favorite guest. Okay.
I am my favorite guest.
Well, my favorite was Josh, actually. I'm just kidding. You could tell us, though, some of the guests you guys have really loved if you want, for sure. Zendria also wants to do Truth or Dare.
Oh, God. I mean, whatever.
Sure. Okay, here we go. Here's a list. A question for Jeff. Years ago, when Super Geeked Up first started, would you ever imagine it's become what it is today, meaning how it's changed lives and brought people together, etc.? Oh, that's a very nice question, sir. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Nope. I'll elucidate. I'll add to that. So, definitely not. Some of you may not know this if you haven't, obviously if you weren't around for the start, because I think it's been like 6-7 years now since I started Super Geeked Up. I originally started to help Super Knocked Up. It was me and Jordan Gibson and Mark Pazula. And it was just a way for viewers to get to know me and the stars of Super Knocked Up as we were about to go into our second season. So it was just like us kind of get to know people and talking about geeky stuff. And we didn't do any improv stuff at all back then. And then it morphed into its own show, which like after Super Knocked Up ended, this is long outlasted that. And then like it's interesting. It really has morphed over the years, right? Because we started doing a lot more improv. It became a huge part of the show. We started doing it at cons, like at live in person, right? We used to do actually like news items, and then I dropped that garbage because I was like, you get your news. You can get your news anywhere. This is just all about having fun. No. I didn't imagine that. I am very grateful that it's become such a positive, geeky place because that's what I'm all about, particularly online. I think that's what we need. And so I'm very grateful for all you guys, if you've been there from the beginning or more recently, or if you've come back. And to Francis, of course, and all the awesome co-hosts and stuff who have helped make it super stop making faces, super positive and great. So thank you. That's a great question, man. Let's see here. Wait, I missed the question. Oh, here we go. Faux shot. I'm sorry, Kyle. I missed this. Favorite comic books, or what are your recommendations for comic books?
The Fable series. If you like an adult, Fable is kind of like an adult version of fairy tales, where the
Xenoscope, you mean?
No, it's not Xenoscope. It's not Xenoscope.
Oh, I'm thinking Grimm fairy tales for Xenoscope.
Grim fairy tales. It's just called Fables, and it's like the fairy tale characters living in the real world and interacting with real people and having to like find their place in the world. And it's a really compelling long series. I don't know if it's over yet. But I've read quite a few of their trade paperbacks, and it's great. It's actually really, really well done. Probably one of my one that I've really gotten into, and the one I'm trying to get into now because everyone keeps recommending it is Lock and Key. The one that I get into.
Going now, by the way, that's weird. Is that a Hulu show or some Netflix?
It's Netflix. I want to say it's Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a Netflix show, but it was originally a comic book written by Stephen King's son. So he's the guy who wrote Lock and Key. So I would totally recommend that. That one's a lot of fun as well.
All right. Cool. Yeah, good work. Well, beside, of course, the Super Knocked Up comic book.
Of course.
Which you can get at supergeekedup.com. Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I haven't read it in a while, but I read like the first, Brian Michael Bendis, which is my favorite comic book writer, and Mark Bagley, who is a really awesome artist. They did the first 100 issues together, which is crazy that no artist and like writer stay together that long anymore in comic books, of Ultimate Spider-Man. And it was a great reboot, I think, of Spider-Man and Peter Parker. And also Brian Michael Bendis is actually, that's where Miles Morales got introduced as well. So if you want to go back, if you haven't read that, I think that's an amazing read. And what is, I feel like I had another one on the top of my tongue, but
the Matt Fraction Hawkeye is good too. Matt Fraction's Hawkeye is fantastic.
That's the writer.
Yeah. It's funny. It shows how Hawkeye doesn't necessarily like fit into the Avengers, yet he keeps going into he's an Avenger. He has no powers, but he keeps going in. And it's just like a day in the life of him, as well as, oh my god, I can't remember the female, Katie Bishop. So it's him and Katie.
So you're gonna say Katy Perry. I was like, okay, cool. I like Katy Perry. Okay, I'll give you two of my two favorite Batman series are Batman Year One by Frank Miller and Hush by Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee.
Yeah.
Hush is I think such an amazing, so good, man, so good.
Mm-hmm.
I read it when it first came out, and then I also got I have the trade paperbacks too. It's a great series. So you haven't read those? Highly recommend, particularly if you're a Batman fan.
All right. Very nice.
Thank you, sir. Let's see. I just saw some other good questions here. Scorpio wants to know, what are our geek prize possessions?
Oh man,
over my shoulder, you can see one I kind of really like. Which, Francis, you were here when I got this at WonderCon. I know it's hard to see; it's way in the background, but that is a, what is it? How do you say busho? Bush?
Oh, Bushido. Oh God,
it's beautiful.
Yeah, Bushido.
Julio, help us out. You probably know.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a Chun-Li. It's a Chun-Li figurine, really super well made, amazingly well made. In like her, it's an alternate like kind of
costume, I guess.
Yeah, like more of like a brownish than the blue, but the same costume. So that's yeah, I like that one. I like that a lot. And Francis was with me when I got that at WonderCon last year at WonderCon.
Now, I have a terrible memory, so I hope I still have this. Otherwise, it's going to be sad because I'm going to remember this as maybe I don't have it anymore. But during Harry Potter, the third Harry Potter, Prisoner of Azkaban, I was working in a movie theater, and I was able to take home the standee of Sirius Black. And if you turn the standee as it goes back and forth, it's him behind bars and then him out of bars, him behind bars. And it is huge. It's like, it's about, I don't know, it's like 4 foot, 3 foot tall, 2 foot wide. And it's just, I made out of cardboard and it looks like a sign. And I took it. I'm like, I'm taking this thing home. I think it's in storage. It's in a storage place right now, but I really hope it's still there. Jeez, I haven't looked back on it, but that was my favorite, like one of my favorite little prized geeky possessions, because it was one of the coolest standee things at the time. And one of my favorites. And I think the other one is also movie related, which is the first Spider-Man 2000 Tobey Maguire Spider-Man poster, an original poster from the movie theater.
Nice.
Which last I checked actually is worth money. Like apparently it's worth some money, which is pretty cool because it's not a replica, it's an actual movie theater poster. So I think those are my prized possessions because they're very unique to when I was working in a movie theater. They're very rare as well.
That's awesome. I also have like Star Wars stuff, like actually right in front of the Chun-Li is a Slave Leia figurine as well. Like on the sail barge. But also like all my Star Wars, I would say the movies, right? So like the original trilogy, and I have the VHS, I have the D. Also got the DVDs when they released the original versions on DVDs. So I actually have the original versions of the films, which you can't really get anymore. You can only get the special editions. So all of those are definitely prized possessions for me.
Oh, very nice.
I actually don't have the Blu-rays. I never got the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
I did. I think I have them on digital though too. So
plenty of time to get the Blu-rays.
Yeah. Here's a good question from Sasha. Most awkward con moment. I have two that come to mind, which are not super awkward, but they're kind of funny. Do you have?
I have one, but yeah, go for it.
Sure, one of mine. Yeah. So I mean, multiple cons do this, but at New York Comic-Con one year, they were doing this sci-fi speed dating. It was actually the guy who they did it. They actually did one season on TV. Like it was the guy who actually they did it on TV once. I forget the network it was on, but it wasn't. So he would go around to cons and do this. And I actually contacted him I talked to him in advance. And this is a few years ago when I was doing Super Knocked Up and stuff. And I was talking to him about like, hey, can we come in and like kind of shoot me doing this as kind of like some extra, like kind of extra content for like my website and stuff. So the idea was, and he was cool about it. So like I had some of my like Mark and some other people, they were actually like shooting me going around doing the speed dating, right? Like filming it. And have you ever done it, by the way, Francis? I know you've talked about you wanted to do like one of these one time, but have you ever done it?
I never had an opportunity because the speed dating at conventions are always guy heavy. And so it's a lottery to do it. And I had an opportunity to go and do I forget which convention. I think it was like a Fanime Con over in San Francisco. So it was an anime convention, and it was $20 a pop per person, but there was a waiting list, and there was no guarantee you were going to get in. I mean, you didn't have to pay if you didn't get in, but it was a lottery that way. And so I did the lottery and I didn't get in, but so I did try. I did definitely try to put myself in a position to do it, but I've only done LA Comic Con used to do a singles thing, but I don't want to take away from your story, but I'll get to that afterward. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. So you are right though. It is usually harder to get the women into that.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you don't know, folks, it's like kind of as any other speed dating. You get like 2 minutes and you rotate. But the only problem is it's at a con, so it's cool because generally you're going to know you're probably going to have some interest with the person.
Yeah.
And overall, by the way, I thought it was fun. Like I had a good time. I just got to talk about geeky stuff with people. The other thing, though, however, is generally, it's at least from my experience, it skews young. The people who go out for this,
right?
Like people in their 20s.
Yeah.
So at the time, I was in my late 30s. And overall it was fun. And I actually did get a couple like dates out of it. Or like one like in person. And like the problem is like you're kind of like the problem is like people are over the place, right? So a lot of times you're not in the same city. Yeah. But I like also did a couple of virtual things, right? But this one girl who was very young, I don't know, she was probably like 20 or something, right? And I don't even know what she asked us, but she like asked, like, because I'm not gonna go around asking people their age. She was like, "How old are you?" And I told her my actual age, which I don't know, it was probably like 37, 38 at the time. And she was like, "Oh, that's so old."
Well, I mein, in relation to 20,
right?
Yeah.
I know, yes. And I just played it off. I was like, "Oh my god, this girl has like no really like, like what's the word I want? Like tact, I guess, right?"
Right. Well,
So I don't know. For some, I just thought it was funny that she just like blurted that out, like.
You're old.
Yeah, because and you're right, which is so funny, right? Like when you're 20 or when you're a teenager, you feel that is super old, right? And then when you get there, like, no, that's not old at all, actually.
Well, yeah. I mean, I remember being 15 and thinking, like, when I turn 36, I'm going to be so old. And like at 15, I'm thinking 36 is going to be so old, and now that I'm past that age, it's like, no, 36 was nothing. that was a baby age. I'm still young. I'm still so young. But yeah, I get it. Like, yeah. It's a
listen, OMG, you're old. Thanks.
So old.
All right, so what's yours?
Well, it's the same thing, sort of. So LA Comic Con, aka Kamikaze, aka Stanley, and etc.'s Comic Con. You used to have this dating thing where we'd go around and go out with people. Or you didn't go out with people, but you asked people questions. You tried to connect with new people, tried to make new friends. Well, the last one they ever had, because they haven't had it since. The people who were supposed to run the thing didn't show up until about 15 minutes afterwards. So we're all kind of sitting there. And you know how I am in a place where no one's doing anything and we're supposed to mingle. So I get a little frustrated and I get a little antsy. So I get up and I'm like, all right, guys, let's do this. Let's go. So I get up and I'm like, all right, guys. All right, let's do this. Let's mingle. Let's talk. We're here because we're single. Let's like try to make this a thing. Nobody wanted to do it. Nobody wanted to talk to each other. Nobody wanted to interact. Nobody wanted to take my lead. They all just kind of stared at me for like a good 5 minutes as I tried so hard to like pump them up for this. It's like, we're here for a reason, guys, ladies and gentlemen, because there was men and women in the rows that were in front of me. Like, you're sitting beside someone who's your potential next partner. Come on, talk to them. Let's go. Let's talk. Let's do this. Nobody wanted to talk. Nobody wanted to do anything. And I just kind of stood there like a fool, thinking I could actually energize and get these people.
Well, you did in Emerald City, though.
I did in Emerald City, but I guess it's different when you're a bunch of single, 20-somethings, 30-somethings, and they don't.
So it was a thing to meet people, but they were all just sitting there doing nothing?
Yeah, they're all waiting. all they were doing was on their phones waiting for the people to come in who usually run that.
Oh, and you were trying to get them going before.
Yeah, because I'm like, maybe they don't show up. Because I don't know. Maybe they don't show up. This is our opportunity to mingle and get to know each other. And nobody cared. They wanted, I think, something more organized as opposed to me just saying, here's your chance. Let's talk nerdy to each other.
Yeah, man, I'm with you, dude. That's I think you did great. I would have jumped up there.
Yeah, but they weren't interested. They were like,
boo. That's
why it was super awkward because I'm like, okay,
probably shy and stuff.
They were. So I ended up sitting down, but once I sat back down, a couple of people did end up talking to me, and I got to like befriend them on Facebook and stuff.
That's very good.
A couple of people did talk to me after the attention was off me, but when the attention was there and center, nobody wanted to do anything with that stuff. So,
okay,
that's all right. It's fine.
All right, here we go. Julie says, can you please ask for the James Lipton Actor Studio 10 questions? All right, here we go. Dude, we're going to try to do this real fast, all right?
All right, let's do it.
What's your favorite word?
Parallelogram.
Parallelogram?
Yeah.
Shenanigans. What is your least favorite word?
Moist. No, I'm kidding.
My least favorite word would be some derogatory. I'm not going to say comment.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like a normal word. Like, what is the most normal word?
Oh, a normal word that I don't like?
Yeah, that you just don't like. Yeah. I don't like pudding.
Frack.
Yeah, pudding. No.
I don't like I don't like the slang frack for fuck from Battlestar for some reason. Man. Pudding, I love pudding. All right, anyway, what turns you on?
The light switch.
You asshole. Geeky girls.
Sense of humor. If they can laugh at my jokes and be able to toss jokes right back at me.
All right, what turns you off? Arrogance.
Yeah, smell.
What sound or noise do you love?
Oh,
the ocean, the waves, sound of waves.
I like similar river, like a river or like a creek. Very, very common.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Yelling, anger, anything angry. Anyone who's yelling and angry, I hate. If it's out of anger, it just bothers me so much. I don't know why.
I don't know. I hate like hammering, any kind of like construction noise, really. Yeah. What is your favorite curse word?
Crucio.
That was good. I'll give you that one because that was very good. I like that. Shit, I guess I'll go shit instead of fuck.
Okay.
All right, thanks. There you go. Just as good as the actor studio. Oh, I should have said this. You're right, Alex. Milk turns Jeff on.
Oh, that's true. That is 100% right.
Very true. And by the way, both white and chocolate.
That's true.
Zendria Sasha says, most awkward pickup line I was asked was, so what are you supposed to be good at? What are you supposed to be good at?
What does that mean?
Yeah, I could maybe say, what are you good at?
I guess
what are you supposed to be?
What was the context? Were you like,
yeah, Sash tells the context.
Yeah, because that's a weird question to be asked to ask anyone at any point. So what are you supposed to be good at?
No, I've never used pickup lines. Yeah.
Look, no, the only pickup line is I say, do you believe in love at first sight, or do I have to walk by you again?
I hope you actually haven't used that.
I've never used that, but I would if I had the balls to do it. I would.
All right. Let's see here. Wait. Here's one for you, just for you, Francis.
Okay.
Being on Super Geeked Up and your social interactions with us, has your viewpoints on sociability and friendships changed at all?
Yeah. Well, I guess so. I guess I'm all less cynical about people.
Less cynical?
Less cynical. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, because I often am cynical of folk, especially in these kinds of environments, because I don't know what people want, but everyone's genuine here on SGU, so don't have to feel.
Word, you said it.
Yeah.
Sasha, favorite onesie? Oh, she knows. We did our onesie Patreon episode last.
I only have one, so it's my favorite. It's my Darth Vader onesie. It's the only onesie I have.
Okay, I'm trying to think though. Like, what onesie would I like? Would be my favorite to wear if I could.
Oh, if I could wear a onesie. Oh,
yeah,
I had another choice on a onesie. Well, I see. The thing is, I want a onesie that covers my face.
I want a Scooby-Doo onesie, but I couldn't find a good adult one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they have them out there. I'm certain they have them out there. You have to go during Halloween. That's when they'll have the like Scooby-Doo onesies. But
Yeah.
I don't have one in particular. I can't think of anything at the moment because I don't wear onesies. I just never wear a onesie. So it's like, oh my god, the romper, the romp hymn, or the romper, which is the one piece shorts and shirt that women wear, and then they have a men's version of it. Like, doesn't make sense. How do you use the rest?
I know what you mean.
Yeah, the romper and the romp hymn. Like, no, thank you. No.
By the way, Sasha says that was her response to her pickup line. She didn't understand it either, apparently. Yeah, she says she was at a speed dating thing at a VR conference. Oh, you know what? It would be funny if all the speed dating was in VR at the conference.
That's not what is that not what she means?
Oh, maybe it could be. You're right. I thought that. I thought maybe, but she actually went to a physical conference that was about VR, and you got to try it out. But it could be an actual online VR. You're right, which would be great, actually.
That is a terrible no. That's a conceited pickup line because there's an expectation, right?
The pickup line's terrible. I'm saying a VR thing could be cool. It could be cool though to do speed dating VR. Oh, the pickup line was terrible. I don't even understand it. So it's no good because you have to be like, what the fuck you're talking about? Well, it just sounds like it's an insult too.
It sounds.
And we all know Sasha's amazing and awesome.
No, I agree.
How about this for a pickup line? Hey, have you been to FrefCon?
You should.
Or hey, you want to go? Want to go? I'm trying to think, where could they go? Want to go to the bathroom and Fref with me? That's terrible.
Whoa! No. Hey, would you like to Fref my gun?
My God. Yeah, there you go, folks. Give us the best Fref pickup lines.
Oh, it was a physical. So it was a physical. Wow, they had speed dating.
I was right. I was right.
Developers conference. Oh, that's crazy.
Here's another pickup line for listener mate. Are you a book from the library? Because I'm checking you out.
Oh yeah. Are you a parking ticket? Because you got fine written all over you.
All right. Maybe this will be our last question.
Right.
What experience do you want to have happen at FrefCon?
A group.
That's a good question.
Everyone. What? A group picture of everyone.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, that's what I want. Most of all.
Let's see. I want to be able to do some game or activity where every single person is involved, like maybe the tug of war, in Battle of the Stars or something. Or maybe a huge group game of werewolf or something like that.
A game.
Like something that every single person who's there can participate in.
That's the thing. I would like the listeners to do our games. That I think would be a lot of fun. Like, I would like to switch it up where we become the audience and the listeners.
Oh, no. Oh, we're the audience. Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're the audience. We don't get to participate. You just tell them what games to play. They got to go up there to play the games for prizes.
Yeah, definitely prizes. Yeah. And by the way, folks, don't. I know obviously some of you would not be comfortable with that. Don't worry, we would not force you to do that.
Oh, no. This is a voluntary. It's all voluntary. This is not like, listeners' mates got to go up there now. No. We volunteer. We would ask for volunteers. That'd be fun. Yeah, that'd be fun. And karaoke.
Oh, karaoke. Interesting.
I would love karaoke with everybody. You can sing Don't Stop Believin'. Everyone can sing it together.
Okay. All right, cool. All right, folks. Thank you for all those great questions. Or Ask SGU Anything. All right, that's pretty much it for the main show. But remember, we are going to do after hours right after this, which is over at patreon.com/supergeekedup. Again, just go to the main page of that, and in a few minutes, I'll put a post up that'll have the video for after hours. You can just click a refresh if you don't see it right away, and you can go watch after hours. We're going to talk about basically like what movies you would be willing to pay for this like VOD if they don't, they're not coming in theaters right now, like Bill and Ted Face the Music, or like Mulan, like what you would pay and like what do you think is a fair price and all that kind of stuff. So you can join us for that, and I'm sure we'll get off on other tangents as we always do as well. You can follow us, of course, as you see on your screen right now, at Super Geeked Up, at AKA the other guy, supergeekedup.com. of course, where you can find all the geeky content we do. And on YouTube, we're Super Geeked Up. Please subscribe to us if you can. Please tell your friends, by the way, all the geeky stuff they're missing out on and about FrefCon.
Yeah, and all the karaoke we're going to be doing, because 3 people so far down with the karaoke.
Who's the third person? I'm not on the comments right now.
Oh, it's James, Jalou, and Sasha, all into the karaoke. Let's make it happen.
Oh, sweet. Perfect. And then sinceresarcasm.net. That's right. Correct. That's your site. Yes. Okay, good.
That's me.
I'm trying to remember. Remember, folks, we have our special.
I have to do it if it's
do it. Sorry.
This just in, a special fandom episode, time travel extravaganza this Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Be there or be late or early.
Okay, good. Yes, hopefully you can join us for that. Supergeekedup.com. And James, I didn't know. Okay, James was probably watching. That's right. He plays Magic with his son while he watches. That's right. So thank you, James. Great. And let's see. Oh, he also says $20 was so worth it. I need that injection of pure joy and fun. All right, I think you convinced me, man, because I died. Dr. Horrible karaoke. Alex says that would be fun. Do some Dr. Horrible sing along.
Yeah.
And then Sasha says I have to be 6 beers to the win, but yeah, I do that for the karaoke.
There you go. We got beers. We'll have milk.
Oh, dude, this. Okay, I'm so excited now. Beer for you and other people for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I want to have like a milk bar. Like I want to have all this different kinds of milk. I want also bantha milk, blue milk. Got to have that for the Star Wars themed.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, if you guys like milk, I'm going to have all different varieties, all different brands of milk there.
Yep. Oh, man. Woo!
Man, this is worth it just to do the milk.
Yeah, FrevCon ends up just being one long karaoke session. I love it. Woo!
All right. Oh, but James Jalou says, I would do improv. Has done science, about try. Yeah, that's it, man. Just get up there and try. Hey, neither of us are trained improv people, so
no, this is way out of my comfort zone. But I have so much fun doing it that it's so worth it. Like I have way too much fun. So
sure. Oh, James, that's a good idea. Right? Have some cereal bars there to go with the milk, or just cereal. You know what? Yeah, I'll have a bunch of cereal there for you too.
I think he means like a cereal bar, like a
cereal bar.
Not like cereal bars, but like
I was thinking of the cereal bars you eat.
No.
Yes, you're right. Okay, yes, all cereals lined up. I like that better. Get the Lucky Charms, the Frosted Flakes, the Kicks, Yeah. Oh, do you know what my sister got us? I haven't found this yet, but in Walmart she had Baby Yoda cereal. She says like sweet Kicks, basically.
All right.
What's wrong with that, dude? I want some Baby Yoda cereal.
I don't know. Is it green? Does it look like the pods? Does it look like the pod he's in?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't eaten it, so I don't know.
I guess I'll try it.
You should.
Wait, does it doesn't have marshmallows in it, does it? I like marshmallows, by the way. I'm just curious if it has marshmallows.
I don't know. I love marshmallows, man. And that's why I used to always eat Lucky Charms.
That is the definitive marshmallow-based cereal. So,
it kind of is, right?
Kind of is. Like what else?
I mean, you got like your Count Chocula and stuff, right? And Frankenberry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I can never find, by the way. Except
berry there in the
Oh, this past Halloween, dude, I was so because I think you told me they came out again during Halloween with those cereals, right?
They always every Halloween.
I went to so many stores, I could not find Count Chocula anywhere. I could find Frankenberry, but I didn't want strawberries.
Yeah.
And it was like, Boo Berry, but I wanted Count Chocula, and nobody had it. So bummed.
Because that's the #1 cereal. Everyone wants Count Chocula.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want Count Chocula?
All right, at FrefCon, we're gonna have fucking Count Chocula.
Count Chocula.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stock up on it this Halloween, man, and I'm just gonna store it.
And we'll have British Keanu Reeves serving it to everyone.
That sounds good. We should. Do you have to make the Baby Yoda face if you eat Baby Yoda? Listeners may wants to know.
What's the Baby Yoda?
I think, yeah. Is it the quizzical face? Like when he's.
Do I just have to do this the entire time?
I think it makes you make that face when you taste it, listeners, mate.
Hey, you're just high on sugar.
Oh, I'm almost. This is what Shasha says. Jeff's milkshake brings vocals to the yard. It's like I bring. That's right, dude. I do like a good milkshake, man.
Yeah,
I love milkshakes. That's right. You see me shake my booty. Look at all the reasons you guys should come to FrefCon.
FrefCon, where Jeff twerks.
Wow, we just got a bunch of signups right away.
I know, right? Jeff twerking. Oh my god. Where do I sign up? Where's the newsletter?
Harley Quinn, what?
I need the newsletter now.
I need the newsletter. Oh boy. All right, we got to make this happen, man.
All right.
He's like, all right, fine.
Now I'm down. I love it. Love it.
All right, we'll talk more about it. All right, folks. So hopefully some of you can join us for after hours right after this. If not, we will see you next Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. You can also let us know, by the way, if you like the StreamYard thing. It's a lot easier for us to do it this way, and I like that I can share your guys' comments on screen like this. When he uses the Force, he says the Baby Yoda face.
Oh, that.
Yeah, okay. Like constipated face.
Constipated face. Hey, look, I already look like I was about to, Anyway, there you go.
Yes. All right, folks. Hopefully we'll see a few of you in that in a few minutes. You haven't lived until you've played tambourine during karaoke, is what Kyle says.
That's my favorite thing to do. And the maracas.
Oh, Sasha likes the new setup. Okay, great. Thank you, Sasha. Appreciate it. All right, folks. She loves the ticker. Okay, that's right. She loves a good ticker. Yeah, I gotta set up like a lot more geeky ones for that I can play during the host show, because that's one of my favorite things to do now. And have Francis read them. Actually, you know what? Send me things. You can tweet me or you can message me or whatever. Like, send things for the ticker. Give me good things, like things we can put up for the funny things that we can put up for the ticker. Or you can put them here in the chat and I can go back look at them. All right. Anyway, that's it, folks. Thank you to Francis. Thank you to guys. Thank you so much for you guys for being here. Probably have a guest next week, but like sometimes we just like to do this one, just Francis and I.
Every once in a while, we like to do this.
It's just fun, just to be with you guys.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Thank you so much. You rock. We'll see you next Wednesday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Until then, stay geeky, everybody, and watch out for FrefCon 2021.
Yeah.